Oh boy, a lot of you are asking me to comment on the whole wizard lid situation, and I don't want to feel like I'm like profiting or like exploiting someone's tragedy. I think that's absolutely devastating what's happened to her. I can't imagine how she's feeling right now, especially considering the fact that she's 4 months pregnant. And I feel like, what can I really say? I feel like anything that I could say in the situation, like how I genuinely feel, is going to get me into trouble. But what's new? I could never trust a man, and I would never judge or condemn a woman for trusting a man. I personally could never trust a man. I absolutely not. I've loved men and I've cared about men. And I've had, I care deeply about my ex-boyfriends and we're still friends. Like I've had love for men. I've never trusted a man. Ever. Even the men that I've loved in my past, I would not trust them. I've never met a man who was not driven by his lust. If there's one theme that all of the men that I've ever known, whether I dated them or otherwise, there's one theme that they all had, is that they are absolutely controlled by their lust. Which is why I would never marry a man, and why I think if I am going to enter some kind of relationship with a man, I have to be getting some kind of, what's the word for it? Collateral. Collateral. If you would like to date me, I need collateral. I need to look back on our relationship together and feel like I got something out of it for when and if you betray me and waste my time. And that is what I preach to you guys. So when people are like, oh, MJ, why is she giving relationship advice? She's not in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship. I sleep like a baby at night because I don't worry about some man running around and cheating on me. I use men for what they're good for. And what they're good for depends on the man. But otherwise, no, not at all. From that one video she did with the Q&A of her in Landon, there were so many times in that video where I was like, oh, yep. And that's why I'm not a very fun person to be friends with. Because if you're friends with me, I'm going to point those things out to you with your relationship. And I see it all the time. Any man who says you should trust men as a woman is lying to you. The only man that you even have a chance at trusting is a man who will straight up look at you and say, men cannot be trusted. They just can't. I preach what Shara 7 talks about. Okay? You got to be getting something out of these relationships. You should not even consider having someone's baby until they are married to you. And even so. Just know that once you have that man's baby, you are trapped with him. Men will fake their personalities. They will mirror you. They will try to humble you. They will pretend to be something that they're not in order to get you. They will trap you with a baby and they will lie to you. And that is very disheartening and disappointing. And it's a hard pill to swallow. And I appreciate and I understand that. But you should probably get to swallowing it at some point. Because it's just the way it is. This is a very cynical message, which is why I don't even want to come here and say this. Because, generalization and all or nothing mentalities usually aren't good. But trust me, I've known a lot of people. I've seen a lot of things in my life. You cannot trust these motherfuckers. What I'm trying to say is my last 2 boyfriends, the first one, I had an unlimited Amex card. And the second one was literally a sub and would wait on me and do anything I told him to do. That's why they were my boyfriends. You know what I mean? I guess I'm not saying it's impossible. But if that's on your top priority of things that you would want out of life, is a man to give you a fairy tale romance and love, we need to recalibrate our needs and wants and desires, because